You felt it, right? That little hum of anxiety in the background, all about AI. But here's a thought. What if that feeling, that fear, isn't actually a problem? What if it's pointing us toward one of the biggest economic shifts of our lifetime? Today, let's talk about how to tame that anxiety and find your spot in this wild new world. Okay, let's just start with this one number, 1.1 billion. That's not some abstract financial figure. That's how many sleeping pills people in Taiwan took in just 1 year. Think about that. This isn't just a few people having a rough night. No, this is a massive signal, a symptom of this deep collective anxiety that's kind of taken hold in this age of AI. So yeah, we need to put a name to this feeling, right? Let's dive right in and break down what exactly this AI anxiety is and, why it feels like it's absolutely everywhere these days. And here it is. The official term is AI anxiety, but I kind of like the other name for it, AI FOMO. You know what I'm talking about? It's that relentless pressure to keep up, to adapt, that nagging fear that if you don't learn this new AI thing right now, you're going to be left in the dust. It really is like you're running this marathon that just never, ever ends. And look, this goes way deeper than just worrying about your job. Psychologists like Sue Yusin are starting to see something they call a collective sense of meaninglessness. I mean, it makes sense, right? When everything is changing faster than our brains can possibly keep up, we start to feel a little adrift. We feel lost. Our whole sense of where we fit in the world gets shaky, and man, that is a deeply unsettling feeling. Okay, but here's where the story takes a turn, and it's a big one. The answer to all this tech-fueled anxiety isn't more tech. It's actually a complete flip in how we think. We're talking about going from FOMO to JOMO. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got FOMO on one side, that feeling of being plugged in 24/7, always chasing the next thing, and just getting totally burnt out. But then you have JOMO, the joy of missing out. This is a choice. It's you intentionally saying, you know what? I'm disconnecting from all that noise, and I'm going to focus on what actually matters to me. It's about taking your attention back. And hey, don't think this is just some fluffy wellness trend. This is a real strategy, and some of the smartest people around are all in on it. Take a guy like Naval Ravikant, a big-time Silicon Valley investor. His advice is basically this: stop trying to do everything, tune out all the meaningless stuff. Instead, find that one thing that you truly love and you're amazing at, and just go all in. Do it to the extreme. So here's the real kicker. The goal isn't to get rid of the uncertainty. I mean, let's be real, we can't. The real power move is to change your relationship with it. There's this idea called positive uncertainty. It's about looking at all this unpredictable chaos not as something to be scared of, but as an empty canvas, a wide open space where you can actually create brand new possibilities for yourself. And this whole thing, this huge collective search for a little bit of calm, it's not just a bunch of individual people trying to feel better. Oh no, it is fueling a gigantic new economic wave. Let's call it the healing economy. Think of this as a way to noise cancel your life, and we're doing it through all of our senses, right? We're looking for things that soothe the eyes, like art, things that soothe the ears, like music or those sound baths you hear about, even smells, like aromatherapy. It's this beautiful, totally human way of pushing back against a world that's getting more and more digital. And the demand for this stuff, it is absolutely exploding. I mean, just look at these numbers. The number of counseling clinics in Taiwan has shot up almost 5-fold in just a decade. It shows you that going to therapy isn't some big secret anymore. It's becoming like going to the gym, just essential maintenance for your mind. We're seeing this shakeup in online learning, too. Get this. On one big platform, courses about self-growth, mindfulness, yoga, they now account for a whopping 30% of the total revenue. That is a massive number. We're talking 3.5 billion NT dollars. It's proof that people are investing in themselves in a new way. It's not just about climbing the career ladder anymore. It's about learning how to live a happier, more fulfilling life. So the big question is, how are companies tapping into this? Well, the smart ones have realized it's not about the thing they're selling anymore. It's about the feeling. It's all about selling emotional value. There was this recent report from Yahoo, and it found something fascinating. Even with prices going up and everyone feeling the pinch, people are making room in their budgets for what they call happy consumption. So maybe they're cutting back on some things, but they're still willing to spend and even pay more for stuff that just makes them feel good. things that give them a little bit of comfort or joy. And the proof is right here. I mean, look at a company like Jellycat. They make stuffed animals for adults, and their revenue jumped 66% last year. Or Pop Mart, with those little collectible blind box toys. They pulled in over 13 billion won. It's incredible. See, they're not just selling plastic and fabric. They're selling these little hits of joy, these moments of connection. You know, it reminds me of that beautiful Studio Ghibli movie, Whisper of the Heart. The whole story is about the main character finding her true talent, but she can only do it when she finally shuts out all the noise and pressure from the outside world. She has to look inside to find her own raw stone, that unique, unpolished gem inside her. And really, isn't that the journey we're all on right now? So, that brings this whole thing right back to you. How do you find your raw stone in the middle of all this? How do you take the things that make you uniquely human and turn them into your biggest strength? I really want you to think about this next question. It's from Naval Ravikant again, and it's a powerful one. Just take a second and ask yourself, what feels like play to you, but looks like work to other people? What's that thing you can just get lost in for hours on end? The skill that's so easy for you, it barely feels like you're trying. Whatever just popped into your head, that's where you start. Because here's the absolute bottom line. In a world where AI is getting better and better at doing the work, the most valuable thing you can offer is what feels like play to you. It's your weird hobbies, your unique obsessions, your authentic passions. That's the stuff a machine can never, ever copy. That's pure human creativity. And that, my friends, is your new superpower. So look, the anxiety is real. I get it. But the opportunity is just as real, if not bigger. The more the world fills up with AI and automation, the more we're all going to crave what's real, what's human. So at the end of the day, in this age of AI, your greatest advantage isn't trying to be a better machine. It's just being a more authentic you. That is where your value is. And honestly, that's something to get really, really excited about.
喜欢这种学习方式，欢迎订阅我的频道，让我们一起用下一个10分钟，把商业英文变简单。